Hi everybody, in today's video we'll be talking about supporting details. Supporting details are basically the paragraphs that will go into your research paper, and it'll talk about breaking down your thesis into paragraphs. We said last time in the last video that a thesis was the topic and the reasons why you're writing on this topic. We're going to use the same thesis that we did in the last video about music therapy being beneficial for mental health patients and why. We said that it helped with coping, it helped with stress relief, and it helped patients be able to express themselves through music. These are the things that we're going to break into paragraphs. So as I said before, for supporting details, this is basically us breaking down our thesis into paragraphs. So what I did is that I left the thesis up here so you could see what we were supposed to be breaking down into paragraphs. So one of the things that I did first was I took the coping and I made it into its own first body paragraph. I wrote out music therapy helps patients with coping. This is a good indicator for people that are reading your paper to let them know that this is the first point that you'll be talking about. So after writing this first sentence, then after that I'll scroll down to the bottom and I'll begin to break down this paragraph into major and minor details. So when we were saying that our first paragraph would be about coping, I would put in our major details what music therapy does to help with coping. And then after that, for our minor details, I would add a couple of examples from the sources that you have. And then after that, you would give an analysis of what the studies did and proved. Using your thesis to help you again, this is where we would write the second point. We said that it helped with stress relief. So here for our second paragraph, we would say music therapy helps patients with stress relief. So this will indicate to readers, okay, she's moved on to the second point. She said that music therapy helped with coping. Now she's talking about music therapy helped patients with stress relief. And once I've done that, then after that, I'll scroll back down to the bottom and I'll do the same that I did with the first paragraph in the second paragraph. With the major detail, I'll tell what music therapy does to help with stress relief. And for minor details, I'll give an example or a study that was done, and I'll analyze what they did to prove that music therapy helped with stress relief. And then I'll do the same thing that I did with the first and the second paragraph. I'll write the beginning of my third paragraph, music therapy helps patients express themselves through music. So I'll write that, and then after that I'll go back down. And for my major detail, I'll write what music therapy did to help with self-expression. And then after that, for my minor details, I'll add examples and studies and analyze what they did to prove that. And you want to keep repeating this process for however many points you have in your thesis, and keep doing that so that way it helps you expand your paper and expand your thesis.